What's up, good people of the internet? In this video I'll be showing you what this XV750 is all about. So this is a 1982 XV750 made by Yamaha. It's got a V-twin 2-cylinder air-cooled engine which gives you about 50 horsepower. Please do correct me if I'm wrong. The previous owner has made some small tweaks to it. It's got a Harley-Davidson Sportster, I believe, a solo seat and fender as well. It's a little rough around the edges, but the engine works fine. The forks, the rear damper, it all works fine. The tires are still pretty good. There are only two things that bother me a little bit. The starter engine makes a really bad noise. Like I said, really doesn't sound good. And the front brake is really spongy. I'm not sure why that is. I'm hoping that it's just a matter of bleeding the brake and it'll work fine, otherwise we'll have to figure out something else. So my plan for this bike is, I want to make it a Brat style kind of a motorcycle. I wanted to make it lighter, look a whole lot cooler, take off all the ugly paint, put a different tank on it, different wheels, spoke wheels. Yeah, XV750s have been done a million times before, and for a very good reason. This is the first time that I actually drove one. But now I totally get it. They're really cheap. I bought this one for 800 euros. And yeah, it runs absolutely great. It does start, except for the scary sound. But it pulls pretty good. Seating, yeah, looks fun. Sounds really good as well. I totally get why people do this. So nowadays, of course, you can get a lot of parts for this bike for relatively cheap. They're really easy to modify and work on. Yeah, so we're gonna have some fun with it, man. Okay, so I actually tried to bleed the brake. That didn't really work out because I still can't build any pressure. The brake barely works. So I'm guessing something is wrong with either the handle or the brake itself. There isn't a leak in the line, but it's no big deal really, because I really didn't want to use this anyway. So that means that the fun part begins now, which is tearing this bike apart. Well, before I do that, and before you do that, I would advise you to try to keep everything in good condition, because there are always people that want to buy some other parts. So the previous owner did do some modifications himself, like I said before, the Harley-Davidson seat and rear fender. But I'm sure there must be somebody willing to pay for this stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna put it in boxes, put it online, see whoever wants to buy it. I think I'll give it away for next to nothing. Let's just get to it, man. Let's take it apart, see how it turns out. Also, just a quick tip, when you're removing all the nuts and bolts, perhaps it's a good idea to use one of the old side covers to keep it all in one place so you know where everything goes. Okay, so maybe not all of them, but stuff like that isn't worth anything anyway. So why bother taking the time, taking it off carefully when you can just rip it off in one go?
Otis, you crazy mother.
Okay, so as you can see I made a total mess. All the stuff is lying everywhere on the floor, but that's okay. I had so much fun doing this, and while I was doing this I really found out that this bike has so much potential, so I'm really excited for what it's gonna look like. Well, as you can see, it already looks heaps better. Yeah, this makes me so excited, man. I'm actually not going to use this fuel tank, but it's just to get an idea of what it's supposed to look like. Same for the bars. Subframe, I am most definitely going to use that because I've actually bought it for this project. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. I had a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're curious about what else I'm going to do to this motorcycle, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you at the next one. Done!